OC. Viewer discretion is advised. Incoming transmission in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Outcasted OC, bringing you the premiere of NXT on the CW. Before we get into it, I just want to say like and subscribe to the channel if you want to invest in Outcasted OC. We're trying to build, we're trying to grow before the end of 2024, and we're going into 2025 strong. Merch coming out soon, hopefully. I feel like I've been saying that for a while, but it'll come. It'll come. As much as I keep talking about it, it will come eventually. I'm looking forward to getting some merch for the winter season. Like I said, guys, all your support is greatly appreciated. But let's just get straight into NXT because it was a massive show this week. We have new champions crowned, we have great championship matches to talk about, and then we have some filler that I don't really want to talk about, but it's I'm gonna discuss it anyway. Right, let's get into my opinion. The best women's match of the year so far. We have the NXT Women's Championship on the line. The challenger Julia taking on the prodigy, the NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez. Wow, these guys have like the best chemistry in the world. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, Roxanne Perez has come on leaps and bounds for this year for me. She has a perfect dance partner in Julia. Julia coming with the strong style, the Japanese style that Roxanne Perez seems to deal with quite well. She had a great match last year with Meiko Satomura. At the time, my favourite Roxanne Perez match. And she just knocks it out of the park here with Julia. Unbelievable strike game from Julia. There was a pinning combination start, which was amazing. I loved all the roll-ups. I loved all the bridges. I loved all the full Nelson pinning predicaments that both women found themselves in. Absolutely amazing. There's a point in this match where they're both fighting over a crossface position, which I thought was really, really nice to see. Roxanne Perez manages to hit the pop rocks onto Julia. Julia, however, manages to roll to the outside. Roxanne Perez is absolutely devastated because she thinks that's going to end the match. When they're on the outside, however, Julia is able to hit the Northern Lights bomb. So both of them are outside. Both of them nearly get counted out to the count of 9. And then Roxanne Perez gets back in the ring, gets back out the ring just for a little bit of recovery. The match comes to an end here where Roxanne Perez grabs the new NXT Women's Championship, which, by the way, is absolutely beautiful. I really like it. Shout out to Triple H and Shawn Michaels for opening the show and introducing those new championships that we're going to be seeing tonight. She goes to grab this belt. She gets in the ring. She distracts the referee. While this is going on, Julia is pulled out of the ring by a mysterious attacker and she is DDT'd onto the floor. She is rolled back in the ring. Another pop rocks. 1, 2, 3. Roxanne Perez is still your NXT Women's Champion. But who was the mystery attacker behind Julia's demise? It was none other than Cora Jade. Cora Jade is back in NXT, and it is good to see her. To be honest with you, I thought it was going to be Stephanie Vaquer, but it's nice to see Cora Jade. Later on in the night, obviously Roxanne Perez is loving this. She looks at Cora Jade and smiles. Later on in the night, Cora Jade says, I know we have some differences, but I kind of like the girl that you've become. Roxanne Perez says, maybe in the future you can have an NXT Women's Championship match. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens with Julia, Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez, and the debuting Stephanie Vaquer in the next couple of weeks. I'm really, really looking forward to the women's division in NXT. It is absolutely on fire. We might as well stick with the NXT women's division for now. Let's move on to the NXT Women's North American Championship picture. Kalani Jordan is at ringside for this tag team match. We get the team of Jada Parker and Lola Vice, who we know don't want to tag with each other, taking on 2 members of Fatal Influence, turning out to be JC Jane and Fallon Henley. Not much to say about this match, to be completely honest with you. Both women, the team of Jada Parker and Lola Vice, play the part of I Don't Want a Team With You. Yeah, well, I Don't Want a Team With You quite well, but we've seen it 1,000 times before, so there's nothing really new to put on show here. Fatal Influence looking pretty good, and all these 4 women have great chemistry together. Jasmine X constantly gets involved on the outside, being the third person, being that extra person to, give her team the advantage. Later on in the match, towards the end, Jada Parker walks out on Lola Vice because she believes it was her that knocked her off the apron, when in actual fact, I believe it was Fallon Henley. This allows Fatal Influence to obviously have the numbers game for the 1, 2, 3. Kalani Jordan is then called out by Fatal Influence and says, now we're coming after the Women's North American Championship. Get in the ring if you're tough enough. Kalani Jordan is obviously disappointed that Jada Parker and Lola Vice couldn't get along very well, but she gets in the ring and says, I had a backup plan, and that backup plan is none other than your WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. I nearly said Jada Parker. That would have been cool. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. They storm in the ring. Do you get it? A storm is coming to the ring, guys. That's what I was saying. They get in the ring and they beat down the baddies and they run away, and you know the champions all look amazing together. I'm not really sure why Bianca and Jade helped out Kalani. They have no affiliation with each other, to my knowledge. So this was a little bit strange. CM Punk is backstage talking with Ava, saying, you know, this match will have a definitive winner. I will call this match right down the middle. I talked to both of these guys, and a winner will be decided tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see when we get to that main event, what is going to happen. Let's talk about a couple of things that's happening in NXT at the moment. You had a couple of storylines that was kind of put on hold tonight. You had Lexis King there, who didn't really do anything. Obviously, you had Lola Vice and Jada Parker. Yeah, I get that the whole I don't want a team with you, I don't want a team with you. It wasn't really built on very well, in my opinion. Like Jada Parker walked out, yeah, sure, but it isn't really grasping my attention. Kalani Jordan, I don't really care about Kalani Jordan. I really think that championship should be taken off her for now. I don't think she's ready to hold the championship. She's okay in the ring, but she can't really do a promo, and she wasn't that exciting on commentary either. Two things that I do not want to see from my champion. Thank you very much. Speaking of champions, we have a special episode of Miz TV with The Miz hosting Obafemi, the North American champion, and the challenger for next week, Tony D'Angelo. It's basically a back and forth here between the champion and challenger, where Tony D'Angelo says, you're just a man, I can beat you. You know, I grew up about 10 minutes from this arena in Chicago. I have friends in the back, family in the back. I have friends and family in the audience, and I will beat you for that North American championship. Obafemi turns around and says, Miz, you've been around for a long time, and I can see in his eyes, just like I suppose that you can, that he doesn't believe a word that he says. He calls himself the ruler of NXT, and basically this hypes up the match for next week. I don't really have anything to say about this. It served its purpose. I think Tony D'Angelo should beat Obafemi for the NXT North American Championship, mainly for selfish reasons. Either for Obafemi to go after the NXT Championship, or for Obafemi just to be called up to the main roster, because I feel like everyone would love to see that. Tony D'Angelo deserves to hold the championship in NXT. He has been a staple of that division for a good couple of years now. So I think recapturing the North American Championship would be a great get for him. But let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is eventually going to be Obafemi for that North American Championship? Is it going to be Tony D? And if it isn't, who do you think is it? Next, we have a street fight between Wesley and Zachary Wentz. This match was just average. It was good. It was great for the two people that were in it. Obviously, these two high flyers absolutely kicked the crap out of each other. We had table spots. We had chair spots. We had a really great spot where Zachary Wentz was just beating the hell out of Wesley while he had a trash can on his head. He was destroying him. And Vic Joseph is on commentary saying, you know, that's for Trey Miguel. That's for breaking apart the family, breaking apart the friendship. And he ends up getting on top, on the top, and like hitting a splash while Wesley is in the trash can. It looks really, really brutal. It looks great. Wesley throws Zachary Wentz into a table on the outside as Zachary is going for his finisher. It's called the Alien. It's called the Alien something. I don't know what it's called. Or the UFO. The UFO. That finisher for the top rope, the one that he beat Wesley with last time. He was going for that, and then Wesley pushed him off into a table. It looked gnarly. It looked great. I was a fan of it. This match, however, does come to an end where Wesley eventually does get the victory by tying a chain around his knee and smashing Zachary Wentz in the face with it, hitting a meteora from the top rope, and the face just gets absolutely smashed by this chain. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty gnarly, like I said before. 1, 2, 3. Wesley is your winner. Is this the end of the feud? I don't know. Both of them have won a match. Are we going to go to a round 3? I don't know. I don't really care. I don't know if I want to see that. Zachary Wentz looked amazing. Wesley looked amazing. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with them two just having 2 matches. But I wouldn't complain if there was a third match. Now, let's go to the main event, guys. The main event, NXT Championship. Your champion, All Ego Ethan Page, defending against Whoop That Trick himself, Trick Williams, with CM Punk as your special guest referee. Now, I thought this match was going to get a lot longer, to be honest with you. I really did. But I shouldn't really have thought that, to be honest with you, because there's not a lot of Trick Williams matches that go longer than 20 minutes. It didn't really need a lot of time, to be honest with you. Ethan Page constantly in this match looking like the underdog, trying to run away from the champion of Trick Williams, and when he eventually gets like the upper hand, he looks desperate to end the match, constantly going for the pins, try to get that 1, 2, 3, and then always, you know, like having a go at CM Punk, saying, you know, that was 3, that was 3. He eventually hits an ego edge onto the announce table, which looks brutal. It looks great. I love to see it. He rolls Trick Williams back into the ring just for a 2 count. He gets very angry at CM Punk again. He hits him with a GTS, does Ethan Page. Trick Williams is down again. 1, 2, Trick Williams kicks out. Ethan Page throws Trick Williams into the corner. He misses a shot. It looks like that CM Punk inadvertently helped Trick Williams get out of the way of that shot, but Trick Williams is able to hit the flash knee. For the 1, 2, 3, we have a new NXT champion. One of only 7 people to hold the NXT championship more than once. I can't name them off the top of my head. I'm going to name a couple. Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe, Karrion Kross, obviously Trick Williams, Finn Balor. Who else? Has Kevin Owens held it more than once? I'm not sure about that. Adam Cole? Surely Adam Cole held it. I'm sure Adam Cole held it more than once. And Tommaso Ciampa? I think that might be the 7 people. I think I've done well if that's actually the answer. I know for a fact that 5 of those people have held the title more than once. Don't know about the last 2. I think it might be Adam Cole and Tommaso Ciampa, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me know in the comments if I'm right or wrong about that. But yeah, we have a new champion in Trick Williams. Debut on the CW. A new champion headed into the new era of NXT. Or the All Ego era is over. Or is it? Will he get his rematch? Only time will tell. But guys, that was your episode of NXT for this week, debuting on the CW. We have a big show next week as well in St. Louis, where Javon Evans is going to be taking on Randy Orton. What a match that is for the young Javon Evans. And we have a North American Championship match. Oba Femi defending against Tony D'Angelo. I cannot wait for that. But again, guys, it's been an absolutely amazing episode of NXT. I really enjoyed it this week. Did you like it? Let me know in the comments. Remember to subscribe to the channel and thumbs up that video if you want to see more of our content. Make sure you check out Courtney's review of Monday Night Raw from yesterday. Make sure you check out the Bad Blood predictions. That's coming tomorrow with a special guest, Johnny Goldsmith from Snapbacks and Beards, the second best podcast in the UK. Then we have got Friday Night SmackDown review coming from either G or Ross later on this week. But guys, go follow us on X and Instagram and on TikTok at Outcasted OC. We would love to see you there. But for now, guys, take care and peace out.